Hello and welcome to Sharon Dalton Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Central Queensland in the little town of Gogango. Tonight I thought that I would come on and share with you what I created, how I created a scrapbook page for my Colour INKspiration challenge this fortnight. But before we get to that, I want to show you some things that I did on the weekend. So I'll just get this other... Hello, how are you, Cheryl? I'll just get the group up and then I will be with you. Making sure that I'm live. Hope everyone's been well and that they're had a lovely day. I've had a fairly relaxed day today, so which is good. So did a little bit of playing with paper. Not too much today. I just kind of got organized for my live, and looks like it says I'm live, so that's good. I'll pop that out of the road now. So pop on and say where you're watching from, and if you would like to, could you please share my live so that other people can get to watch it as well. I really would appreciate that. So hello and welcome. It's Sharon Dalton here from Sharon Dalton Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on in Central Queensland in the little tiny town of Gogango. So yeah, so pop in and say hello. Now I'm going to talk to you about my weekend. I had quite a busy weekend. I worked Friday, Saturday at Billawheeler, which is about an hour's drive from here. And it was the Billawheeler 100 centenary. So they had a big street parade and ball and markets and stuff like that. So I worked until midday on the Saturday. And then I drove home, and it was also World Cardmaking Day that day. So I had prepared a videoed tutorial, so I put that up on our World Card Making group, and when I finally got home, I had a look on the screen and I thought, how come that's not my card, I said. And anyway, I pardon me, I had a look, and it was Lauren's card. And Lauren had done almost exactly the same card as me. Now, we don't talk about what we do. We don't share what cards we're making. Hello, Kerry. How are you, love? I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I've got your goodies. Anyway, I looked at it a bit closer, and really the only thing that she'd done different was kind of put a skinnier strip than me on her first card. And so anyway, I waited for mine to finish and went and had a look then at her video, and sure enough, it was nearly exactly the same. So I'm going to pop you up to the ceiling and then down to my desktop. So just, if you get dizzy, look away for now. Okay. Let's see how straight we are. It's a little bit better. So these are not the cards that I made. That one is, but I'll move him back for a minute. Sorry, I've got my scrapbooking mat under here and it's a bit grotty, but you know, I can't keep everything neat and tidy. So we I have the day off tomorrow, but you can leave it at work for me to collect on Monday. Oh, no worries, Kerry. Do you live in town or do you live down the beach? Okay, so getting back to my cards. Yeah, so the first one that I shared was this card here. And it was made with oh God, now the hang and ornament die. So yeah, so I just stamped the die and cut that out, and then all these other pieces here are parts of the little hang and ornament bundle. So yeah, and then this paper here is from the Reindeer Days paper. So yeah, so that was my first card. And then my second card on Sunday was this one. Now, it had 1 million pieces, and I'm sure everyone was cursing me. But this one's what we call a floating hexagon card. And it is the simplest card to make. I can quickly show you how simple it is. In town. Well, flick me your address, Kerry, and I'll drop it off to you tomorrow. We've got massages, but I'll drop it off at some stage tomorrow. So it is literally the easiest card ever to make. Yes, there's a lot of layers, but the basic card is just our normal flat card. Okay, so hello Heidi, how are you? Oh, that's okay. I won't get to it till 9 o'clock anyway, Heidi. So basically it's those two flaps and this base card, and it's just the way it's folded. If you want to go view the video, please go over to the World Card Making group. You will have to ask to join, and just wait a couple of seconds, and some questions will pop up for you to be able to join, and once you answer those questions, we'll be able to let you in. So yeah, so and then it's just layers of cardstock on there, so, and blingy paper. So yeah, so I followed a tutorial by Paul Ford, and yeah, his was much more, hello Lisa, how are you? His was much more fancy. He used different papers and everything. Actually, I'll just move this for a minute so you can see that a bit better. But I need this mat back in a minute. So yeah, so that was the two cards that I did, but there was 5 presenters and we each did 2 cards each. So if you're looking for some Christmas inspiration, head over to World Card Making Group. And then yesterday I had my fortnightly coffee and card class, and we made this one as well with the hang and ornament. I haven't put anything in the middle yet because I'm not quite sure what I want to put in the middle. So I'll pop that one there so it doesn't get so much glare. And then we also made this little guy. So this is just a sliding lock or sliding, I don't know, sliding card. So I saw Rhonda Wade make this in her 5-minute Friday. So very simple. That's just our normal standard card base. Score at 1 inch and 5 1/4. And then you've got these 2 little discs with a piece of dimensional in there. Just put them together and then make your little reindeer from the Reindeer Days bundle. So this was the one I made originally, but then I realized I didn't have enough paper for everyone using this design. So yeah, so that was my coffee and cards class. If you want kits of those, they are $10 each. Just yeah, the slider one is cute. Just flick me a message and I'll be able to get you some in the post. Okay, let's get on to this scrapbooking, because I've become a member of the Colour INKspiration crew, and so every fortnight. Sometimes it goes a little bit longer depending on how many weeks are in the month. We have colour challenges. Now, I love colour challenges because it puts me out of my comfort zone, basically. So, get out of the road. So this is the colours that we had to use. We had to use lemon lolly, crushed curry, and crumb cake. So I have made a layout which is underneath here, and you know what I forgot? My 12 by 12 piece of white. Hang 2 seconds. Lucky it's not too far to go, hey. There we go. Okay. So, like I said, it's quite a quick and easy card, this one. Layout, this one. But I'm using a sketch. And you can see the sketch where I put it in the event. I just picked one from off the internet. I've die cut most of the things, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Some flowers and some more little flowers here. Now, it's gonna match this page. I'm not gonna show you this page until the end, but here's our 12 by 12. This is just our basic white. I haven't used the white willow yet, the new colour that Stampin' Up have brought out. But what I do before I start making any layout is I grid out my background. Hello Marg, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I've got some things to drop off to you tomorrow too. And I just make some little random lines on it just so I can keep things relatively straight at 4 inches, 8 inches, and then I turn it around and do the same on the other sides. Okay, so that's just what I do because I find it easier to have that. You love what idea? Oh, the slider, yeah. I just find it's easier to grid out my paper so that I know if I'm lining something up that I've got a straight line somewhere to line it up against. Now, the sketch that we're using, it has some banners and it has some greenery and it has a long strip. So I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can get it up on this phone so I can show you. Gallery. So there's two. There's this one, right? Oh, my light's going to interfere. How's that? Is that better? There's that one, and then there's this one. So I might make the card in that one and make the scrapbook layout in this one. Okay? So let's just put that there for the time being. So for our long bit here, I've got these two pieces. Now, because they've done it in the middle of the card, I'm just going to move that way just so you can still see it. And they've done it right at the top. So this is where these lines come in handy. Okay? And then we're going to put a banner in that. And then we have these pieces here, which become my frame. Now, they've got a deckled kind of edge on theirs. Well, I'm going to use a big photo, so hence why I've left that little bit of gap in between. And then I'm going to put this one on the top. Now, with this one, I didn't distress the edges because I want to show you a couple of different ways that you can distress the edges. So I kind of set it all out where I'm going to put it. Now, to distress the edges, you can simply use your scissors. Just be careful because they are very sharp and they will cut through your cardstock. But if you just hold it and give it a rough up. Now, this was all the rage when I first started scrapbooking. So I had a lot of pages. See, that's why you have to be careful because your scissors are so... But if you don't have scissors, there is a tool. And we can just run this, I don't know, this one's a Making Memories one. We can just run this around the edges and give it a bit more texture. Just get those extra bits off. So lining it up again. So I gut all of my cardstock because I feel like that's a waste for those 3 layers to be behind there. So what I do to make it rigid, you know, the grey cardboard that comes with your DSP or your specialty paper, I cut a piece of that out and put behind it. So that gives me the strength and the rigidity to keep my photo straight. Okay, so now that we've got those bits there, let's do some background stamping. So with this one, I have used this new one that I just got, Botanical Beauty. Now, it's a background stamp, so it is a really, really big stamp. I don't pull this backing off because I don't stick the stickers on these really big ones. I'm just going to move that for a minute. So now that we've kind of got where we're going to put that bit, I just put another couple of marks, just little general ones, just so that you kind of know where you need to stamp. Okay, now this might be a lot of fuss for some people, but I quite like that I know where everything is going to sit so that I don't stamp in a place where I don't need to stamp. So I'm just going to pull those pieces off now. Oh, I didn't put the end of that one. So let's just go here. So on the other one, I stamped kind of all over the whole page. So all you're going to do is just move those other stamps out of the road. Get that extra bit of fluff off of there. All you're going to do is you're going to just ink up this stamp, put that there, and you're simply going to, and then we need another bit here, and then I need a bit out there. And it doesn't matter if you don't get the full image because you're just creating some interest in the background. Okay, so let's load it up again. Now, you will see a lot of people who make really distressed layouts do this a lot. You know, just putting random bits of colour down here and there. So I might have another bit just there. And I might have another piece here. So it doesn't matter that it's not perfect because you're just making some colour in the background. I'm not really happy with that one, so I'll just give it a bit of colour there. Now, I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to put that stamp back in the case because I'll come back and clean it later because I might need it again. Okay, so then the other stamp I'm going to use is this one here for some dottage. So where are you? I've got that one and that one. I'm going to use that one there and this little guy here. So for this one out of Spotlight on Nature, I'm going to use Crumb Cake. Now, please don't take any notice of what colour my crumb cake looks, because it looks green, but it's actually brown. It's just the lights have faded it. So let's just bring, oh, I don't really want to put that anywhere there. So now I need a bit of a scrapbook paper, which I didn't bring. Here we go, I have an envelope. A paper bag. I will just use that, just so I can stamp off so it's not so strong. Okay, so we're using this little guy, and we're going to do some full strength and some second generation and some third generation. So as you can see, I'm not really taking much notice of where I'm putting these pieces. That one's a bit light there, so I'll go up there. Okay, so looks like a bit of a dog's breakfast, but I don't want that one quite so dark, so let's have a light one there, and then I'm going to put a dark one down here. And it doesn't matter, just rotate your stamp whichever way you see fit. That one's two dark ones together, whoopsie. I'll do a dark one down here now, and then second gen and a first gen up there. And I might do a first generation up here. So as you can see, it still doesn't look like too much, and this is why we just keep adding the color. So now with this dotty one, I'm going to come in with crushed curry. So that's our 3 colors that we can use. But you can add any neutrals with it, gold, silver, any of your neutral colors. Now, because crushed curry is quite strong, I'm just gonna stamp off. So you can see that it leaves a very solid color behind it. So just stamp off so that you're not getting that full strength color. Hello Tina, how are you, love? Good to see you. And what you could have done as well is you could just stamp off again second generation at the same time. Do your second and third generation if you want. So as I said, it's not really rocket science. I might put one in here because those 2 little banners go down there. And I might put, actually I'll stamp that off again. There we go. Where else? That one's got one there, that one's got one there. Might stamp a darker one there. Right, so let's bring back in our pieces so we can see whether we need to add some more background stamping. So like I said, we're just bringing these back in. Okay, so let's get that sketch back up for those people who have just joined us. So we're kind of doing this sketch that's a card sketch onto a scrapbook page. Now, a lot of people like to put multiple photos. We could have done 2 photos on this sheet, but I'm not going to for this project. I don't even know what photo. Like the other one that I created, I didn't even know what photo I was going to use until right at the end. So that space there I'm really happy with, because we're going to chuck a couple of flowers up here. So this is how my mind works when I'm going to create a layout. So we're going to chuck a couple of flowers there. So I'm not so worried that there's a bit of a gap there. We might have to chuck a flower there just to fill in a space. But so far I'm pretty happy with how that's looking. So see how this banner is over the top here? I am going to put it over the top of this, but before I do that, I'm going to stamp on this. I'm going to show you how I create some pattern paper with this. Because I don't have any lemon lolly DSP, I'm going to create my own. So let's just move this out of the road and bring this bag back in. Okay, so the stamp I'm using to create some interest in the background is this little guy here, and again, this one here. Now I need to check my layout just to make sure that's all I used. Yes, that's all I used. Okay, so I've already put them on blocks. So we've got this one, which I'm going to do in the lemon lolly. Hello, Hez, how are you? Lovely to see you here. So I am using a few different stamps tonight, but it's good because you're not just having the one stamp on your page. So with this one, I'm just going to go like that, rotate this one and go like that. So it doesn't have to be in any particular place, just so that you're adding some interest in the background. Now this might be a bit messy for some people, but in the big scheme of things, you're not going to see much of this background because we're covering most of it up with our photos. So we've got that kind of interest in the background, right? Which is basically nothing, you know, there's not very much there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just making our own DSP. Okay, so now let's bring in your crushed curry. Hello, Mum, how are you? Hope you're feeling better tonight. Mum had an asthma attack yesterday, so she come to class, but she probably shouldn't have. So in with our crushed curry. Now I'm going full strength with this. So when you do that, make sure that you're rotating your stamps so it's not looking like they're all going in the same place. Okay? Maybe another one over here, and then maybe one big one in the middle there. So as you can see, there's not a lot to this layout. You know, it's just a quick and easy one. Whoa, smudge that one. We'll make sure that one gets covered over. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good as well. So we didn't have DSP, but now we do. Now to create our little banner like this little banner here, whoa, whoops, this little banner here, what you're going to do is you are going to use your snips and just kind of work out where's your middle point, and you're going to go up, and then you're going to come from the side to that middle point, and then you're going to come from the side to the middle point again. Now, it won't be perfect, but it does look like a banner, okay? Now, on my original, I distressed this. But on this one, I think I might just leave it without distressing it. And then there is this long piece here that we're going to put in here. So I just need to trim that. So I reckon maybe about there. Don't you just love my measuring? So I'm going to add a little bit of colour. Actually, I might distress it first. I'll distress it first, and then I'm going to add a bit of colour down the edges, because I didn't distress the other one. But it doesn't matter, even though it's going to be sitting right beside this other layout, it's not going to matter at all that it's a little bit different, because you've got the same kind of components. And on the other one, I crushed this. So I just literally crushed it up, made it distressed, and then I used it on my other one. Okay? But I'm not going to do that this time because it's going to be a different layout. So let's just get rid of all of that and bring back in my background. Just going to have a little drink of my tea, girls. So there is that piece. It's thirsty work, you know. So now that you've got those pieces done, because I'm having a photo in the middle on that piece of cardboard, I'm not so worried about using glue behind there because this bit of cardboard is going to protect my photo from the glue seeping into it. Now I did bring a new thing of glue in here. So yeah, so just a little tiny bit of glue on this. Okay. And then those little lines help us line it up again. Now before I get that completely stuck, I'm just going to line it up here and chuck a ruler on it just to make sure that that is straight across there, which it is. So that's good. Now the same on this other one, some glue. Scrapbooking doesn't have to be hard. You know, you can easily adapt your layout. Now I'm just going to go up this way because it'll make it easier for me to see if I've got it lined up straight. So let's have a look there. Go right to the top of the page. And I think it needs to go that way a little bit. Now grab that ruler again and just make sure. I think that one needs to come over just a bit. Come on, you can slide just a bit for me. That looks better. Yep, that looks pretty good. Okay, so hello mum, hello love, Kira Lee, how are you? You like it, do you? Thanks, Tina. Oh, you're still not well, mum. Oh, that's no good. Okay, so we've got that. Now we can rub out those pencil marks, which, where's my rubber? There we go. And so, like I said, scrapbooking doesn't have to be a hard task. You can make it as hard or as easy as you like. Now, I run the group Scrapbooking Global, and we have a blog hop every month, and I can tell you I'm always running way behind the 8 ball, and I'm scrapping at the very last minute to get that layout done. But because I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do, you like how I made my own DSP. Yeah, that's the beauty. If you don't have the matching color, you can use some inks and do your own thing. Were you here when I crushed up the cardstock? And then you can just rip it and, you know, distress it. So, you know, if you don't have the right color, you can make your own. So let's get this sketch back up now. So, as you can see, they've got their little element over the top of their photo. So I'm going to do that, but that's why I didn't make it super long, because I thought I would have to trim it down a bit, because I thought I might put the date or something on this piece here, this little bit. Now, so what I do is when I know that I'm ready to put my flowers and stuff on, I just work out where my frame is going to go, And I just pop that there because we need to stick that one down, okay? Because nothing else is going on underneath that. Now I'm just going to use some tape, and I'm not going to put the tape right close to the edge because I want to be able to shove the flowers in underneath the cardstock. Do not put your photos straight on this cardstock, this cardboard, because I can't tell you whether it's acid-free or lignin-free. So that's the stuff that sends our photos yellow. So I'm just going to pull one of these off for the time being, if I can ever get the end of it. There we go. And I'm just going to work out whereabouts the middle is, because we're going to have most of this covered, so I'm not too concerned. Now that's the edge that's got the sticky on it. So that I didn't pull all those pieces off and then stick it down and it was crooked, I only pull a little bit off at a time, and then I pull these other bits off, so that I don't get it down and go, oh, I don't really want it there, and have to lift it back up and rip all of our cardstock. Okay, so there's that bit. So I've still got room in underneath here to shove some greenery, or in our case, brownery. So yeah, so I've still got a little bit of room in underneath there to shove that on. Now we are going to start adding our layers to this. So again, you could use glue, but I don't like to, because we don't know what that will do to our photos. So again, I'm just gonna lay some tape down. Over time, I guess this tape will run out of sticky tackiness and you know, maybe start to fall apart, but I think for the most part, once they're in an album, they're not going to come apart. So yeah, so I've just got those pieces on, and again, I'm only going to peel one side off so that I can line it up where my corners were. Okay, and now I don't know which one was the sticky one. This one. And then again, peel our layers away. That way you're not going to have a crooked layer. Well, you probably still are, but you know, you're less likely to have to pull it up if you only put one side down. Okay, you get back up there. Okay, let's get these bits out of our road. How are we going for time? Can someone let me know what the time is? Oh, thanks, Lisa. Yes, it was 11 years yesterday. And like I said in my post, it was the best decision I have ever made. I have made the most amazing friends from all over the world. I've got the best teammates. Yes, they may come and go, but every time they come and go is one more chance that they might stay next time. So I welcome anyone. Oh, thanks, Kerry. Half an hour, I'm going good. I welcome anyone to join. At the moment, it's the most amazing opportunity to join. You spend $169 and get $286 worth of product. And you don't have to spend another cent again. You can just get your goodies and never spend another cent, and in 7 months' time you'll just drop off the Stampin' Up demonstratorship if that's what you choose to do. So again, just lining up. Now my sticky bit's under my finger here, so I'm making sure that these bits are up and straight, and then again peeling those bits off. I'm a lover of this tape. I don't particularly like the Stampin' Up tear and tape. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of it. Whereas this stuff I order in bulk. And There we go. Like I said, I don't know what photo is going to go on this, but I know that it's going to be one of Kira Lee, my daughter's wedding photos. So, yeah, I just got to search through the archives and see if I can find it. Right, again, quickly just adding some of these pieces under here. And I probably won't put a title on it because I like to think about what my title is going to be once I find my photo. I used to be a scrapbooker that could pick my photos, pick my title, have everything picked out, and then make the color choices. But now I just wing it because we've all got photos that we can adapt. So my sticky's down this end again, so I'm making sure that these edges are even before I actually press it down. Who here does scrapbooking? I know Kerry does, and I know Tina does, and I know Heather does. Who else does scrapbooking? Heidi, do you do scrapbooking? Heidi's one of my new team members. She was my mystery team member. I woke up one morning and it says you have a new team member, and I thought, I haven't heard of anyone talking to me about joining. But yeah, she found me on my register. I too make the layout first and then find the photos to match. Oh, very good, Kerry. So I'm looking at that now, and that looks as crooked as a dog's hind legs. So let's do some measuring. It shouldn't be because it's on those lines. Let's have a look. That one looks pretty good. Oh, that one's probably a little bit crooked. But anyway, we're going to put some photos. You don't... but you love what I'm putting together. Oh, that's good. Well, we're going to make a card too, Lisa. So don't go away because I'm going to make a card out of this same sketch. Okay, so now we've got our basis of our layout. I just want to see how far this one is going to come down. So what I might do is chop some of that off at the top. Have a look, see again. And again, we need to make our little banner. So I might actually make the banner down here. So again, finding the middle of your card, going up to the middle, and then snipping across to that point. And then again, snipping across to that point. And hopefully I didn't leave too, but I'm going to distress it anyway, so I'm not worried too much. So yes, so then I'm just going to distress it again with my scissors. Now please be careful when you're doing this because these Stampin' Up! Ones are quite yeah, I think that's going to work, girls. I think. Now on the other layout, I bought in this beautiful DSP, and I thought I might have been able to put some of that somewhere as well. So not kind of sure, maybe might have two little bits sticking out there or something. So that's just a maybe. So now that this is too high, we need to, I'll show you my trick. We need to make this as high as what this piece is. So we've got 1, 2, 3 pieces of cardstock, and then we've got a piece of cardboard. So what I do is, if I had not thrown my piece of cardboard, is the piece of cardboard just there on the top of that bin, Baz, that I cut off earlier? You know that grey cardboard? No, I think I put it on the edge of the bin. Is there a piece of cardboard just there? Just a little tiny piece. But anyway, what I normally do is if I've got some... Yeah, can I have that? Thank you. So I've got my piece of cardboard here, I normally cut some pieces and layer them up so I don't have to use so many dimensionals. Okay, it's still probably a bit wide yet. Okay, let's see. So now it becomes the same height as this. So that's a quick and easy way that you can link your two bits together. And I'm going to stick it onto the back of here so I know that it's going to work. There we go. Stick that one on there. Now remembering that we don't need to stick it down here, we need to stick it back here a bit. So again, put some glue there. How's everyone's evening been? We might have to go, we're ahead now. Oh, bloody daylight saving, yeah. Oh, sorry, Lisa. Well, you can come back and watch the replay. It'll be on, still on Facebook, and then tomorrow I'll upload to YouTube. So as you can see, I've got a gap there, so I'll still be able to fit a photo in underneath there. Let me grab well, let's just use an envelope for now, but I'll still have room to put my photo in there. So let's stick those ones down now. So I hope you find that that's a good, easy tip for you. I just need to turn it around, girls, so I can make sure I get it in the right place. As soon as I've done it, I will send it back around the other way so you can see. There we go. And now we can start adding our flowers and our little white bits. So this one here is from the, which one? Not that one. Not that one. I've got 5 sets on the go here. From Thoughtful Wishes, this one is. So it's that big white one. So I'm just going to make a couple of cuts in this. There's another one. Come on. Okay, so you saw me put some flowers here. Where are they? I've got some little yellow ones. But these flowers here are from the online exclusive stamp Irresistible Blooms, which I used on the other layout. So that's why I'm using it again. Okay. So let's put that back there so we can see. So I've done some small ones. Oh, I know what I didn't do. I've done some small ones and I've done some big ones. So I thought that I would do 2 here with maybe a little one, even though I used a big one on the other layout. I think I'll do 1 here because I got a bit of a gap there, and I might do 2 up there. So what I do with these guys is I work out where my pieces are going to go first, and then I start to stick it all together. Now, another trick that I also use is that if I'm not really sure about how it looks, I take a photo and then I find that I can look at the layout and go, oh no, I want to move that. So see how it looks. Oh, imagine that one not to be there, but see how it looks a bit cluttered down the bottom here? I think I might move this one to up here and bring these down a little bit. So I just play with it until I'm happy. So then I'm going to, might even add that one up there. There we go. I'm liking that. So now we're going to get some dimensionals. So that one's got less in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals, one there, and one there. But I'm only going to take off one of them because, yes, I thought we'd need a second one there to make it the right height. So just put another one on top just to layer it up. But I'm not putting any here yet because I want to be able to add my greenery bits. This one I'm going to stick straight down here. Now in the middle of this I just used a dauber with some crushed curry. Stamped it in lemon lolly. So now this one's just going to be stuck down there, but I only stick the glue in that middle section again because we want to be able to get some of our little spiky bits in underneath there. Okay, so let's cut another one of these up. Where was my... There we go. Let's cut another one of these up because I want to keep that one down there. I'm just going to grab this piece here and I'm going to put it in underneath there. Right, so because I know that there's no glue there, I'm just going to put a little dab there and a little dab there and a little dab there. And once I pull off those dimensionals a bit later, that's where they're going to hold it down for me. Okay, so we've got some brown ones here. So as you can see now, I'm just piecing it. You love that die? Yes, it's beautiful, isn't it? So just, you know, if that's too long, chop it down and then pop a little bit of glue on it, front and back, and then pop it in underneath here because I didn't stick that completely, see? And then we've got this little bit left over, so let's put a little bit of glue on the back of that and a little bit of glue under here, and we can have this one coming out of here. So now I can pull that dimensional off and I'll still be able to get my photo in there without, see, there's still room for my photo to fit in underneath there. Okay, so let's do these others. I forgot to die cut my inners. So this one I'm going to keep up high, but I'm going to put two dimensionals on it, one here and one there, and I'm going to double them up so that the height is there for when I need to put my photo in. So double that one up, double this one up. And as you can see now, with all of that stamping that I did in the background, I've mostly got it in the right place. So we don't want to put anything in here because we want to be able to still fit our photo in underneath there. Okay, so we've got that piece. Now let's put a little bit of white bits and pieces in here. Now I'm going to cut this one straight up the middle, and this is what I love about this, is that you can just make this layout your own just by adding little tiny bits of this and that, and you don't have to go all out and put lots of embellishment on it. Let's get that back up so you can see the sketch. Now I'm going to stick this one up here. Who else creates like this? Do you just start and then add bits and pieces as you're going? What's the name of that die, Kerry? It is the Thoughtful Wishes die, love. It goes with that beautiful scene paper and Thoughtful Wishes stamp set. So it comes as a bundle, that one. And then I'll just shove that one in there, stick him down. Right, now do I want that one? I think I need that one down there, I think, so I can stick that one. So again, I'm only sticking glue in the middle because I want to be able to fill things in underneath him. Okay, let's chop this one again. So do you think that you could make a scrapbook page if you're not a scrapbooker? Because Stampin' Up! Has now brought out some kits with basically all the instructions in it, and you can just go rogue or you can follow the instructions and follow it step by step. I haven't yet attempted one of the Stampin' Up! Ones. I've got a couple of kits to try. I was thinking about starting my scrapbooking classes up, but we're going to WA now at the end of November, so I think I will just hold off till the new year, and when I come back, that's when I'll start them back up, because I've kind of, you know, not got much interest at this very present stage, but I know money is tight and stuff like that, so I do understand, but because I've got to pay the hire of the hall, I really need to have my prices the price that I have got them. So yeah, it's a tricky one, that one. Okay, let's have a look. I think we need something in there as well. What do you reckon? So I'll just put a bit of glue on that. Because we don't want to stick it to this piece, we only want to stick it to our flower. Right, now I'm going to attempt this one. So we've got that there, that's stuck. Oh, I wanted to see if we could have a little banner here, I reckon. I'm going to try that. I'm just going to make a little tiny banner. But this one, I think I will I'll put some colour on it with the ink pad. Let's have a look. So do you just put the photo inside the rectangle? No, Marg, I'll make an amount to put the photo on and put it in like underneath here. So yeah, I guess I just put the photo in underneath there, and that's why none of these are really stuck down, so you can still get your photo in. So let's have a look at this one. So I'm going to put a bit of ink on this. Actually, I need to cut that down. Okay, so I'm just going to use my ink pad and just put a bit of colour on my banner, just to give it a bit of a lift. Can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm using the edge of the ink pad to put some colour on that edge of that banner. I'll just put that there for a minute because I knew it would have inky fingers. Yes, I've answered Kerry. So let's have a look here. So I think I might go down there with that. What do you reckon, girls? Reckon that looks good? I just want to bring in that colour because I've got it on the other layout. So I think, yep, I'll stick that one down there. I can always add another one up here if I wanted to. Now, because this is not touching the photo, I can just use glue. Right, and we're going to shove it in underneath there because we haven't glued that completely down there. Now let's see if that looks straight. Okay, let's have a look here now. So that one's going to go there. This little guy's going to go here. Might have to bring him down a bit. There we go, there we go. So we need to stick this one down first. So again, only in the middle. Stick him down, and while he's got a bit of glue, excess glue on him, we'll just poke that little fella in there. Turn him on a bit of an angle. Right, now I'm going to stick some dimensionals in here. So one there, and I think I'll need two. Pop him up. So let's just have a look before we stick it. And then I'm going to stick one right on the edge of this one because that will be approximately where the photo is going to sit. So I'm just going to go, actually I might just do two on top of that because we're not going to see that. Marg, did you used to do scrapbooking? Thanks, Heidi. Okay, so yes, I've done two dimensionals and I'm going to stick that in there, but I want to grab my piece and just try and work out where I'm going to put it before I pop it down. So I want to put a little tiny bit of glue on this and a little tiny bit of glue on there so that they can stick on there, hopefully. And then onto those two dimensionals. Okay, so we've still got room to put our photo in underneath here. And again, we want to put some glue on this. And I'm going to turn that one a bit. Nope, I haven't got him on the right angle. Let's work out. There we go. So again, just some dimensionals down here. And you could just do the whole, build it up with the piece of cardstock again, so that, you know, you're not using quite so many dimensionals. But that's why we got them. The mini dimensionals have 720, whereas these big ones only have 300. So if you wanted to be even more frugal, use the little mini ones, but you'd probably use just as many by doing that. So yes, so I'm going to put that one there. Now I'm going to turn him on a bit of an angle so that can go in there. And before I stick that completely, I'm going to stick a little bit, you stay up there for a minute, I'm going to stick a little bit of that brown leaf in there. So straight to those dimensionals, and then hey presto, we've got that. And then this one, I'm gonna chop him off there. And he can go in there as well. I need to put a bit of glue on that one. There we go. So now see how these are still all in there? You don't need to push them out. You can just leave them in there. So because I want that to go right in underneath there, I'm just going to push it in. I'll cut that so it's a bit neater. Okay, and push it in underneath there. And then now I'm just going to put a bit of glue in a couple of places. And like I said, it won't come apart, because once you've put your photo on it and you've put it in your album, Stampin' Up! Don't have any albums at this very precise moment, but they will be getting some in the near future. So now I can see a big pencil rubber mark there. So before I stick that completely, I'm going to try and take that out. And what I did with the other flowers, which I just remembered, was I really roughed them up. Whereas this time I haven't roughed them up. So you will see the difference once I show you the other one. Right, let's put this one down. And like I said, it doesn't matter that it's different, but it's because you've used the same color tones, it'll all work in. I'm just cutting those two little straight edges off. There we go. Get out of there. There we go. So we have basically got the bones of our layout. So let's have a look. Here's our sketch. So I've got a big cluster happening down here, and I've got a cluster happening over there, and I've got my banner in here. So I've added some extra elements, but that's okay. You can add as much as you like. I've left enough room down here so that I can put a label or a title. I did have this die cut that I thought I might use. In the wanted to say, there's celebrate. So I might cut that one out and pop up here. So let's have a look what that might look like. Very nice. You've inspired me to do a layout with layering. Good girl, Kerry. Awesome. So let me just put this one down. So we've got a background there that you could do in crumb cake, and then you could do a bright yellow celebrate on the top of it. So it's got like a layer behind it. I really think we need to bring another one of these banners in somewhere, but I feel like it needs to have another banner. So I'll have a look at that. But what do you reckon? Oh, we need some flowers. So we're just going to do a smattering or a sprinkling of some flowers. Now this one's got an end chopped off, so I'm going to shove him in underneath there so nobody can see. And we're just going to throw some flowers like confetti on this layout. And this is the best thing that you can do. If you can pre-prepare by putting, you know, have all your things die cut, it takes a lot less time to create your layout. You're not sitting here doing this bit and, oh, I've got to die cut some, you know, elements. If you can have them pre-done, it just makes life so much easier. So let's have a look, another one. So we've got some there, we've got one up there, so I might put another little one up there and get another big one. And like I said, I'm not going to finish this layout with its title and all of that kind of stuff. I'll do that and post it in the morning. But I want to get on and show you how quick it is to make this card. So let's have a look. I don't want any up there. I think I'll go with another one down here, so that it looks like it's scattered through the middle there. I have to go, ladies, but this page is looking sensational. Thanks, Sharon. Thanks, Lisa. You know, I really want people to try scrapbooking, because it is such a great way of protecting, preserving our memories, because we all have photos that are stuck on hard drives or stuck on our phone, and then our phone dies, and then what? We don't have our photos anymore. So if we can get them and put them in a layout, at least, you know, they're there for future generations. Okay, so I think that's enough for that. So as I said, I'll put a celebrate there. Now I will bring in my other one so I can show you. I'll just get a few things out of the road. So we've got a bit of room. Get that out of the road. So if you want to join the Colour INKspiration challenge, you've got until a fortnight's time next 2 weeks time, because it only went live last night. So close your eyes for the big reveal. Ready? And there's the other page. So like I said, I scrunched those ones up, so I might even pull these off and scrunch them up before I take a photo, but at least I've got like the same kind of elements. You have to go too, Kerry? Oh, that's good. Okay, no worries. Well, send me a message with your address and I'll drop that off tomorrow. So yes, so as you can see, I forgot to die cut out these, but I can do that. And I added a little bit of crushed curry in there. So I may not put that that Celebrate up there because it'll be on the same side as that. So I may bring it down here onto this side because it will be another photo of Kiralee and Adam. So yes, so as you can see, it was a quick and easy page, like, you know, but everything was pre-done. So let's get on to making a card. Let's get that mat out of the road. I'll just leave that there for a minute. I didn't leave myself very many of these flowers to use on my card. Now, I said to my husband when I went live, before I went live, remind me if I say, where is my card kit? Remind me where it is. But I remembered. So I'm just going to have a little drink of my cup of tea. And we'll get started on the card kit. So, same deal again. I have got my card here ready to go. So I'm going to move this out of the road. There we go. Pop that one up there. So I've got the same kind of idea. So we're going to bone fold that. There we go. So rather than decorating this with paper, I'm going to put some stamping in the background. Okay, we could just go straight on here with that and make the banner, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to cut that and make that into a square like that was on the picture. So let's have a look here. Where's our picture? Actually, I'm going to do this one this time. Just for shits and giggles. So I might actually use this one. Yeah, I might actually use that. There we go. See, change your plan as you're going. Okay, so they've got that same stamped background in the background, but I think we might run it through the embossing machine. Let's have a look. Do I have a little skinny embossing folder here? No, not in that pack. Let me just have a quick look. No, but I can find one. Let me just grab one. I don't know if this one's still current, but we will use it. So, what we can do is we can add some ink to this side of the embossing folder. Sorry, my brain's not working. Just add some ink to this side just to give us that bit of texture on it again. So I've just used some crushed curry there. So then I'm going to put our piece of cardstock in. And then we're going to run it through. Actually, I have to bring it down a bit because I didn't put the ink up high enough. There we go. Now I need my grey plate for this. So you need plate number 3 and plate number 1 for this. So we've got plate 1, so pop that underneath. Have your spine going in first, and then your plate 3. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's a 3D. It is a 3D, so we just need a 1 on the 2 on the top. Nope. What do we need, girls? And my thing's worn out. The standard embossing. A 1 and a 4 is what we need. Nope, that's not doing anything. Maybe because it wasn't the right one. It's a number 1 and a number 4. There we go. There we go. So look at that. Look at that. You've got a beautiful background. I'm going to clean that off. Okay, so this is the sketch we're doing. Pop those back out of the way. I found this little container at Dazo in Brisbane, in Melbourne, and it's the best little thing ever. Okay, now what did I do with my card base after all that? What did I do with you? What did I do with it, girls? What did I do with you? I just had it. Here it is. Here we go. So we've got that, and there goes the avalanche. I've been waiting for it all day. And there's our bit of crushed curry on the top. So I don't want that to be quite as vibrant as that. So I think I'm going to cut that and have some strips on the side, whereas these two bits here. So I could use a piece of ribbon, but I don't think I have any hanging around. I think I've put it all away. So let's just trim this. Hey, what about that? That might work. Let's do that. I haven't planned this card, girls. So let's run that through. And we'll go over. One on this side. Oh. How's our internet seem tonight, girls? Does it seem pretty good? Have we got any lag? Right, here's some bits that we can use. Let's pull that off. It's not kind of what I wanted, but it might work. Let's see. Get out of there. There's another bit. It's definitely not what I had in mind, but let's see if it works. All good here? Well, I'm hoping that we've fixed our internet issues. I'll let you know in a few days' time when I can do some uploading of some videos and stuff like that, as to whether I've fixed it or not. Right. Let's get them pieces in there. Okay. Yeah, that die didn't really cut how I thought it cuts. So let's just see if it works. Pop that there. Working well for you? Oh, that's good. That's good. Right. This wasn't how I planned it, but let's have a look. Let's see if we can make this work. That little trimmer. So I don't think we need to have this as long as we've got it, because we need to put some banners down here. So let's Let's chop off about that much. Oh, I've got ink on the side there. So when you emboss your piece of cardstock, if you've already pre-cut it to size, it will shrink. So don't pre-cut it, just you know, cut a piece a little bit bigger than what you want, and then run it through your embossing machine so that you can cut it to the size that you precisely need. So again, cutting up the middle and then going to where that cut is, and making one banner. And then, have I got a piece of white here? I think I might use this piece of white to do one in the middle. Let's grab this one. I might make it a wide piece. Get them out of the road. Okay, so this one's going to be a little short, stout one. So we're only going to cut up a little way. There we go. So I'm going to tuck him right up in there and make him a bit shorter. And he can go underneath there. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then we've got one more, which I've got a piece of crushed curry here. Let's see, which piece? I think that might be a good size. There we go. Now again, up to the middle and from both sides. If you have this punch, you can do the same. Let me find it for you. Where is it? Actually, I think it's in my bag. No, here. So this one here, you can actually make banners with as well. So just using this punch, you can make a banner. So that one's the heartfelt hexagon punch, and that goes with the stamp that's in the annual catalogue. So that's a good one. And you can do it the other way as well. You can feed it in this way, and you can have a banner going that way if you wanted. So that's the beauty of our punches, is that you can create other things other than what they're supposed to be used for. I think that one's too wide, so we've got to use this one, I believe. Right. Okay, pop that up there. So now I know that I'm going to pop this one up on dimensionals. And again, because we're going to stick things close to the bottom, I'm not going to stick my dimensionals right close to the end. On the top it's fine, and on the sides, whoop, it needs to go over a bit more. On the sides it's fine. There and there. Now this is where I thought that we'd be able to put these other pieces. Let's have a look, see if we can put some of these on. Oh, they're a little bit flimsy. Oh, I don't know that I like it. But anyway, we'll try the other side. So it's a bit flimsy. It's a bit flimsier than I thought it was going to be. Pull that one off. Sorry girls, I'm holding my tongue the right way. Now my fingers are stuck. Yeah, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it, so let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. It's not making it look nice. So we want to make that go up there. Now I haven't peeled off or put any down here, so we're going to put this little brown one on first. My glue. My glue's nearly empty. Let me find the other tub of glue. Here we go. That's better. So he's going to go in underneath there. Right. And then this one's going to go underneath as well, but he's going to go up a bit. So he's a bit shorter. And I'm going to make this one go a bit longer. There we go. Now, you could have added ink to these. I need to put this one with some glue on it so that when I've stuck this one down, get off, I can stick the other one on top. My little sketch is going away. So making a little short, stouty one here. Making sure he's straight. You can see a bit of glue there. Not happy about that. Bring this one in. No, he has to be cut a bit shorter. Doesn't matter, nobody's going to see under there what it looks like. It's going to have to go up too. There we go. Right, so we've got our 3 banners. Now, I do have marks on this, so I might just go and put some stamping in the background there. Let's have a little wee looky-see. What have we got? On that other one, we might do this one. Okay. A brown bag. Bring it back in because I forgot to bring a scrap. So let's do the light one, I think, because I really think the dark one's going to be too dark. Oh, bugger. That's why I should have cleaned that off before I started. But you can get that off. Don't panic. You can get that off. And now I'm just going to close my card so I can stamp on these edges. Go. We've got a bit of interest in the background there. Now, this is all I do when I've put ink on the top of it. I just grab a credit card and scrape that top bit of ink off. Yes, it has made my ink pad a little bit dirty, but I've got the majority of it off. Just be very careful when you're doing this with your ink pad because you don't want to rip it. There we go. Okay, I'm not loving this card, but I'll keep going. Okay, so we've got some flowers now. So we've got a big one and then we've got another one down there. Actually, we've got a little one. Let's use that one. So we'll turn that one down there. And now let's put some of these little guys in, just to add some interest. Him there, and where was our other few that we had? Tip him up the right way. Okay, we don't want those yellow ones because that was not very nice. There we go. So I am going to stick this one down flat. And again, I'm only sticking glue in the middle there because I want to be able to shove these ones in underneath. So there's that one. Let's cut up some of this guy. So he should be able to stick in there. And then I'll cut another bit and get it coming out the top here. Okay. So have we still got some people watching because it's taking a little bit longer than I expected, but I'm going to shove these little ones in there now so that we've got a bit of interest. That might be able to go underneath there. Look at that, perfect. So I'm going to stick a dimensional under there. I'm going to chop this up here so I can get some little pieces. Waste not, want not. Please do not throw those edge pieces away of your dimensionals because they are still sticky. There we go, there's that one. We've got that bit in there. Now I'm going to shove a bit of this white piece in. Right, and then because we've already got dimensionals underneath that, I don't want to add any more dimensionals under there. I might put one just there to hold that up because I didn't put any under there. There we go. And I'll put another one on the other side as well. You're still here? You're loving these colours? Well, give it a go, Heather. They are beautiful colours. Go and give it a go. There's just so much inspiration out there. There's so many creative people, talented creatives out there. So go and give it a go. And, you know, you might be our guest designer if your name is picked out. So let's bring that one in there. I don't like that little bit, so I'm going to trim him off. Give him some surgery. Here, and a little bit there, and a little bit there. Whoops, a bit too much. There we go. Now, same thing again, just putting some glue in the middle there. I need to stop watching live streams and do some crafting. Yes, Heather, you do. Are you coming on Saturday? I hope to see you there. I hope you're going to be there. Let's put some more of this green, this greenery in. I haven't seen you since Lizzie's retreat, so it would be lovely to see you. Right, let's have a look. There we go, and now I need to bring some of this white in. So I've still got a bit that I can shove in underneath there. Oh, that's probably a bit close to that other piece. No, it'll work. There we go. And then these little guys, we're going to put one in there. And I didn't have any big ones left, so I'm going to have to cut some other big ones. But let's put this guy maybe in here. And then maybe in there. So let's see what our sketch is looking like. Does it look anything like our sketch? Oh, let's have a look. Well, I hope to be doing some scrapbooking, Heather. So that's my plan. And I think we need some of this white down here. I think. Let's have a look. I think we need some white in underneath there. You go up there. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Made for the position. There we go. Can't see much of that other little yellow banner under there, but that's the only thing. Let's pop out these bits that are still stuck in, and then we will be able to. Right. How are we looking? I think we're looking pretty good. Now we'll do a sentiment across the middle there. Pop those up there. Let's have a look. We've still got one little flower here. I might pop him up there. Heidi, have you got your box of good? 1, lemon lolly 2, crushed curry 3. Which colour are we going to put? And now I need to find a stamp because they all fell on the floor. So let's see, what have we got here? Let's have a little looky-see. This one has some nice sayings in it. Okay, I'm waiting. 1, 2, or 3. So Heidi, here's a little lesson for you. How to put your stickers on the back of your stamps. So you need a clear block. You need the sentiment sticker from the sticker sheet. You need to pull the whole thing off. Then you need to pop it onto here. And in between here is a little split. Peel that off. And peel that side off. Peel this one off. Making sure your sentiment is going the right way. You then lay the sticker over the top of the red rubber. And hey presto, you have your word stuck to your block. Now, our friend Lizzie, she puts, you know, the sign here tabs, she puts them on here so she can get them off her block much more easily. But I'm just going to pop that back down there. Well, nobody's giving me a 1, 2, or a 3, so I'm just going to make an executive decision. And I think I will go with this one. You are beautiful. Now, have I got enough room on that? Yes, and I'm going to use crumb cake. And we've got you are beautiful. Now, because this is first time using it, I'm just going to give it a couple of little stamps. That should be right now. You should clean your stamps before you use them. There we go. You are beautiful. So it looks like we have a low battery problem. So I might finish this video, girls, and show you the end result. Bye for now. Oh no, here we go. We're still there. Okay, let's just cut this one out. I don't know what it was doing. Low battery, it was telling me. All right, chop that bit off. Grab our little trimmerini, and we're going to chop that down. And then again on the other way. There we go. Let's stick that one down now. We can go, you are beautiful. There we go. Glue. Actually, I might go a bit higher in there. Whoa. That glue is new. Let's take some of that off. There we go. You are beautiful. Now, I need to have a look, see if that's straight. There we go. There's our card finished. I need to put some bling bling on it, but before I lose complete power, and bring our layout back in and our card. So I'm pretty happy with those. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you next week. Bye for now.